Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Alyssa Curtis. Mark has the night off. The hurricane is also causing headaches for Nebraskans who have family affected by the hurricane. 3 News Now reporter Alex Whitney joins us live in studio to tell us one family's story.
That's right. The storm might be happening over 1,400 miles away, but the impact of Hurricane Ian, it can be felt right here in Nebraska as families try to stay in contact with their loved ones living in the path of the storm. Growing up in Nebraska, you get used to some pretty extreme weather. A nasty thunderstorm or even a tornado usually isn't enough to shake your average Nebraskan. But Omaha native Benjamin Cooney's family is getting a first-hand look at Mother Nature at her most extreme.
This is actually her first major hurricane, I'd say. There's a few tropical storms down there over the couple years, but they weren't, too serious.
As far as big storms go, things have been pretty quiet for Ben's sister Shannon since she moved to Tampa 4 years ago. But that all started to change as Hurricane Ian crept closer to Florida's coast.
Over the weekend, they said it was only going to be like a 2 or 3 down there in Tampa. And then over the weekend, so this morning, they were like, no, it's actually going to push harder. So they raised it to a category 4 this morning. And so that's when they were more like, okay, this is a serious matter. Let's start actually taking actions in place.
Cooney said that thankfully his sister lives away from the coast, but that isn't stopping her and her fiance from preparing for a worst-case scenario.
He just started boarding up the house, putting sandbags down, just the basic stuff. And then, just getting food and supplies just in case the power goes out.
Cooney says that he's been able to stay in contact with his sister, but had described it as spotty. He isn't too worried about a worst-case scenario right now. But he says if worse comes to worse, he's ready to step up and help his family.
There's definitely that thought of in the back of your mind of, okay, if push comes to shove, my dad and my mom might have to hop in a truck, or at least I will, it's my sister. So if they truly need help or if they need to evacuate, I have no problem, renting U-Haul or hopping in my dad's truck and going down there just to help out.
Now, Hurricane Ian is expected to stick around for a while, and right now forecasts predict it will make its way through Florida by late Thursday afternoon. Live here in the studio, Alex Whitney, 3 News Now.